Okay, so Airbus might be building an A220-500, which is basically a stretch version of the A220. And in my opinion, it's a pretty interesting idea to stretch the A220. But most importantly, would this design actually work? Would Airbus get away with stretching the A220? But before we get into the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and show some support for more videos like this. So if you clicked on this video not knowing what an A220 is, then let me give you a little history lesson. So the Airbus A220, formerly called the CS100 by the Canadian company Bombardier. It took its first flight by 2013, but the plane was so underrated that people weren't really buying this plane. Bombardier was facing financial difficulties, so Airbus saved them and bought the C series, and eventually renamed them to the A220-100 and A220-300 we all know today. And now in 2025, Airbus wants to stretch the A220. Now originally the Airbus A220, the 300, can fit a maximum of 160 passengers. I probably chose the wrong A220 for example. This is the virtual pole. It pretty much is not that great, but it's in a 2-3 configuration. But let's say we stretch this fuselage about 20 feet and we're able to fit more passengers. The A220-500 is expected to carry about 170 to 180 passengers, which really doesn't make it a regional jet anymore. It just becomes a high density aircraft, which pretty much makes it compete with Boeing's 737 MAX. Even the A320 family has competition now, which is surprising. Now I would say the Embraer E2, but that's kinda still a regional jet. It's kinda small, and it pretty much fills in the gap in that a single aisle long range market. And the engines on the A220, the Pratt & Whitney geared turbofans, they're actually a little bit more efficient than the A320neo engines, which airlines pretty much want, and the A220-500 should carry more passengers. And with the 737 MAX situation, this would be a good alternative. But really anything can happen in the industry, like supply chain issues, engine problems, which will pretty much make this plane not even happen. But overall, the A220-500 is a pretty interesting concept for an aircraft. Now what do you guys think? Would an Airbus A220-500 actually work? Share your thoughts down below. But make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Safe travels.